what's going on? I'm returning your phone call.
I heard some stuff about what happened to you yesterday in regards to a laptop, and I want to hear directly from you.
I mean, sure. I mean, I ran out of the court case, so I'm heavily wanted right now. But in short, we robbed a Polito or something. We robbed something. I forgot what it was. Got arrested for it. They saw my laptop and tried to confiscate it, and I told them to prove that I robbed the bank with this. And then they said, well, we know you did because it's a laptop. And I said, okay, so why aren't laptops illegal? And then they said, well, because not all laptops hack into a bank. And I'm like, okay, so how do you know this laptop does that? And they're like, oh, we see it on your desktop. And I'm like, okay, well, let's go to court and let's see you prove that in court. So when I get to court, I realized that the very individual that was probably involved in writing this penal code up was standing there next to the judge, and he was a justice. And I asked the judge, well, do you work? Is this guy your boss? And she said, yeah. So I realized this is all a lost cause, and I ran.
So I'm gonna ask some like key points. Number one, was it Jaina, who was the judge?
I'm not sure the name. She had pink hair.
Looks like a clown.
I think it was
pink
like 32
hair.
or 21.
Yeah.
Was Falconer the justice?
It was a guy that had a very British, posh, like old English accent.
Yeah, that's Falconer. Did Falconer, that judge, did he open your laptop?
The justice claimed that he was looking at my desktop and saw the application, the software that I used to hack a bank. Yeah.
I just divided 30% between me and them.
Okay. So I've been aware of this since Friday, and pretty much we've been crashing out. We've already passed legislation. We got some shit written over the weekend, and long and short of it is some marshals, Barrett being one of the key ones, effectively told the justices these things are only available illegally because from the cargo ship or whatever they pulled out of their ass, and then they just passed this shit without anyone knowing.
Yeah.
We are our legislation's up on City Hall, but pretty much we're legalizing everything until there's legislation that explicitly says it's illegal, or they prove it through, I don't know, a fucking investigation.
I mean, that's how it should be, you know?
It's pretty much it's the same story being run back for the third time.
That's what it feels like, yeah. It reminds me of an old court case I had where they tried to say that the cash I had on me was dirty cash, and I had no idea what the fuck they meant by that.
That's the other Cook thing. They made that illegal too.
They made what illegal?
So, okay. So, summarize. We got a list of a bunch of penal code changes. It was only supposed to be fine and time alterations, but instead there's 10 new charges that literally do not need you to actually commit a crime. It's the mere possession is illegal. That includes dirty cash.
Yeah, but what is dirty
I told
cash,
them, I'm
though,
like,
you know?
Brother, that's the problem. It's literally, if you have rolled cash, they're now saying it's illegal because there's quote unquote no other way you can get it. And I'm like, are you guys fucking retarded? Like, that's not how it works. Like, you need to prove that it was used in the commission of a crime. Otherwise, I'm like, I don't know. Like,
I could literally go to the bank, pull out some cash, I roll it up, and stick it in my pocket, you know?
Exactly. You could have been masturbating, but right before you did whatever fucking thing you were doing, like, with your laptop. And the fact that
I use my
they
laptop
should
to log on
know.
my Facebook and do my taxes.
You shouldn't do that on Facebook, but regardless, notebooks they cannot open. So the fact that they're opening up a laptop is fucking cooked in and of itself.
Yeah, so I was gonna try to kind of argue that, but then it just felt like it was gonna go nowhere, so I bailed.
It's not. Neither myself or Mumbles knew anything about it. They pretty much told us, "Hey, we're not doing anything," and then we woke up one day and they just put it all up on the docket. So we'll be cooking on that.
So the Marshals department is still very active?
Well, get a load of this. The Marshals consist of Doc and Barrett. They're the field
Barrett
directors.
or Barrick?
The Barrett, the one that I'm sure you guys know him, the one who tried to raid you guys.
Yeah.
3 months ago.
Yeah, I remember.
Generally, they're all right, in my opinion. Right? Might not always agree with them, but they're all right. The problem is that they're the ones telling the justices, who are their bosses, what is and is not illegal. And there's no documentation, and it just magically becomes illegal. So, for example, jump boots, wingsuits, all that
Wait,
shit.
those are illegal?
Yes, yeah. I was so mad I could not go into that meeting room because I was gonna crash out, and and I've been fucking telling them, like, you are not a legislative body. You can't just magically determine that they're sucking off law enforcement.
Bubbles,
Law
where you at?
enforcement's going to them. Not even the LSPD. My new chief, Turner, he didn't know anything about it. They're listening to like one or two people who's just claiming something is illegal and it is only available through like the cargo ship. And they're like, oh, okay, let me just make this illegal then.
Okay, so shouldn't with that theory, like, shouldn't like car engines be illegal?
That's the problem. That's what they're gonna
Shouldn't
fucking do
washing
next.
machines be illegal?
Exactly.
Fuck, I might as well be illegal.
You might as well be. How'd you get here, Lang? How'd you get here? You have a passport? No,
I do,
illegal.
yeah. Well, it's
What, is it in your pockets?
no. I got an ID card though.
Well, where's that coming from? Is it real? I don't fucking know. Like,
Yeah,
it's
they are treading down a very, very murky waters here with this shit, I feel like.
That's why I could not go to the meeting Friday, because I'm like, how do I even explain this kind of shit? But
yeah, I mean,
it's gonna get
the same
resolved.
realization I had yesterday. It was like, how do I really explain, like, just because, you know, I have a laptop doesn't mean I committed a crime. Just because I have rolled cash doesn't mean I robbed the bank. It's very dangerous to think like that, in my opinion. But
The way that the PD was being directed is that everything needs to be investigated and then goes to court. Or alternatively, you need to pass legislation that says these kind of things are illegal because, or like this kind of laptop is illegal because of 15 police reports, and this is, you know, this interrogation with a CI, and then it become not just like someone claps their fucking butt cheeks and poops something out.
yeah, I agree 100% with that.
You mentioned the Marshals. So as of the latest thing that was passed, the Marshals now get picked by the justices with a unanimous decision, inherently showing that they are one political party. In addition to that, the DOC are now effectively the foot soldiers for the Marshal.
Interesting. Okay.
That is
That's
something
cool
you
for
want to
DOC.
watch out for too. If anything happens in prison, those are the same people that might be investigating.
I see.
And it goes
Interesting.
further, that despite the Constitution protecting your right to privacy, we have already caught law enforcement tapping into phone lines and shit.
Oh, fucking way. Fuck. Could this be tapped right now?
It could, but that we're not discussing anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
We are cooking, but likely this law is going to show up in a vote sometime soon. So just kind of be aware.
Yeah, I mean, I'll make sure all my people vote against this. So.
Go to court. Go to court with your situation, like genuinely. Your shit should have never been taken. It's against the Constitution. It's against the right to privacy. Abilene, Tony, there's a lot of good lawyers that can help fight this. And not only can you get a lot of money, but it can put a stop to it.
All right, I'll do it.
Easy.
All right, Nino.
All right, Lang.
I appreciate
take
it,
care.
brother. The New World Order is taking over. Some weird shit's going on, I'm telling you. Some weird shit's going on.
What the fuck does that mean?
We're becoming one body of government for the world. Weird shit is going down. I do not like what I'm hearing. Shit feels off, guys.